Radio. The unscripted kayfabe is the product that we want. Tune in to Spotify. Tune in to Apple Podcasts. Tune in to iTunes, to Apple Music, even Heart Radio. The unscripted kayfabe is the product that we watch. To analyze the product, to watch the product, to discourage the product, to encourage the product. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, oh boy, we're getting into rants. Welcome to the unscripted kayfabe. No rumors, no dirt, oh bullshit. This is the unscripted kayfabe. The unscripted kayfabe. Tune in to Spotify. Tune in to Apple Podcasts. Tune in to iTunes, to Apple Music, even Heart Radio. The unscripted kayfabe is the product that we watch. To analyze the product, to watch the product, to discourage the product, to encourage the product. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, oh boy, we're getting into rants. Welcome to the unscripted kayfabe. No rumors, no dirt, oh bullshit. This is the unscripted kayfabe. The unscripted kayfabe. Tune in to Spotify. Tune in to Apple Podcasts. Tune in to iTunes, to Apple Music, even Heart Radio. The unscripted kayfabe is the product that we watch. To analyze the product, to watch the product, to discourage the product, to encourage the product. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, oh boy, we're getting into rants. Welcome to the unscripted kayfabe. No rumors, no dirt, oh bullshit. This is the unscripted kayfabe. The unscripted kayfabe. Tune in to Spotify. Tune in to Apple Podcasts. Tune in to iTunes, to Apple Music, even Heart Radio. The unscripted kayfabe is the product that we watch. To analyze the product, to watch the product, to discourage the product, to encourage the product. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, oh boy, we're getting into rants. Welcome to the unscripted kayfabe. No rumors, no dirt, oh bullshit. This is the unscripted kayfabe. The unscripted kayfabe. Tune in to Spotify. Tune in to Apple Podcasts. Tune in to iTunes, to Apple Music, even Heart Radio. The unscripted kayfabe is the product that we watch. To analyze the product, to watch the product, to discourage the product, to encourage the product. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, oh boy, we're getting into rants. Welcome to the unscripted kayfabe. No rumors, no dirt, oh bullshit. This is the unscripted kayfabe. The unscripted kayfabe. Tune in to Spotify. Tune in to Apple Podcasts. Tune in to iTunes, to Apple Music, even Heart Radio. The unscripted kayfabe is the product that we watch. To analyze the product, to watch the product, to discourage the product, to encourage the product. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, oh boy, we're getting into rants. Welcome to the unscripted kayfabe. No rumors, no dirt, oh bullshit. This is the unscripted kayfabe. The unscripted kayfabe. Tune in to Spotify. Tune in to Apple Podcasts. Tune in to iTunes, to Apple Music, even Heart Radio. The unscripted kayfabe is the product that we watch. To analyze the product, to watch the product, to discourage the product, to encourage the product. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, oh boy, we're getting into rants. Welcome to the unscripted kayfabe. No rumors, no dirt, oh bullshit. This is the unscripted kayfabe. The unscripted kayfabe. Tune in to Spotify. Tune in to Apple Podcasts. Tune in to iTunes, to Apple Music, even Heart Radio. The unscripted kayfabe is the product that we watch. To analyze the product, to watch the product, to discourage the product, to encourage the product. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, oh boy, we're getting a rant. Welcome to the Unscripted Kayfabe. No rumors, no dirt, oh bullshit. This is the Unscripted Kayfabe. The Unscripted Kayfabe. Tune in to Spotify. Tune in to Apple Podcasts. Tune in to iTunes, to Apple Music, even Heart Radio. The Unscripted Kayfabe is the product that we watch. To analyze the product, to watch the product, to discourage the product, to encourage the product. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, oh boy, we're getting a rant. Welcome to the Unscripted Kayfabe. No rumors, no dirt, oh bullshit. This is the Unscripted Kayfabe.
Welcome everybody.
The Unscripted Kayfabe. Tune in.
Kayfabe. This is the Smackdown review. You get that? Smackdown review. Yeah, I'm pointing at me because I never do this shit. And oh boy, you know, if you probably don't know, but if you don't know, and if you do know, that's great. I appreciate the support here, but if you don't know, I went live on Twitch. We do live reactions on Twitch, a place where I feel like I will not be fucking, you know, getting a strike, a warning that's gonna last me not to use my fucking channel. 'Cause fuck WWE for that, honestly. They did that for me for 3 months because I used a fucking Saturday Night's Main Event. We'll be right back fucking thing, and they fucked me up. They fucked me for that long, so fuck them for this. But again, usually as I do, you know, the EO, usually this guy right here, I don't, Spades, whatever. We don't, or actually I don't do anything like that. Don't do anything like that. Absolutely not. I don't cover this show. And going live on it, it's quite interesting that I did go live. But again, as I said, I don't cover this shit. I don't. But we did a Twitch live stream, and I don't know what to tell you other than this show sucks. This fucking show is the most deplorable, literal, absolutely no fucks given, no creativity, no excitement, nothing. You are talking about a Smackdown after WrestleMania. You're talking about a show like that. Bro, we're back to 2019. We're back to 2019. We're back to 2017, 2017. I don't know what era we're back to. But this show is the most fucking boring show. Not just boring, fucking dead, just there's no life. And they just want to like worsen the show. I feel like every single fucking week they want to try to increase how bad the show actually is. I love that, right? I think everybody should love that about it. They want to make sure the show gets worse and worse and worse. They don't give a fuck. They don't. They really wish the show just keeps on getting worse, worse, and worse. They don't. this show is a fucking deplorable garbage. The best way to put it, this is a deplorable garbage show. And I don't know how much time I'm going to be talking about the show, but again, the show just, the point I'm trying to make is that I was doing a live reaction to this show. And if I have, if you want to talk about proof, and, talk about, again, as I said, this guy right here, I don't cover Smackdown. I have barely covered this show. Okay, so I've covered Dynamite more, maybe the most. Out of anything, I've covered AEW Dynamite more, but Smackdown is something I haven't covered. You want to check out, there's proof here if you want to know about it. You bet your ass there's some. We went live, and I kid you not. Okay, we're getting reviews on this. Okay, you probably heard a little bit of a... to think how we went live on, basically. But again, that's fine. That's not the problem. That I went live on this shit, or we went live on this shit. That was not the problem. The problem I had with it, this show just fucking sucks. This show sucks. And when we're doing the live reactions, if I'm a person who's not gonna fake it for the fucking views and just, hey, oh my god, Danhausen and The Miz, guys, what entertainment. Holy shit, I'm having a great time, I'm laughing, like, I was cringing sometimes here and there, because majority of the show was fucking dead, and I'm looking at this shit, I'm like, okay, wow, so we're gonna have Danhausen fucking be the good light of the show. It's like, the show sucks so bad that you need fucking comedy. That tells you why the show is awful. That there's no legit serious things on the show, and like people can actually invest their time into. I went over this already on the Wrestle with Spades podcast. Episode 35. We went already over that shit. You can go check it out. We went live on the Wrestle with Spades podcast. You'll say you might be covering Monday Night Raw, but no, I will not be covering Monday Night Raw. But you will be seeing me watching Raw soon. We'll be watching Monday Night Raw on Twitch. So stay tuned for that. We'll be watching Monday Night Raw on Twitch. I will be having a good time watching Monday Night Raw. We'll have a good time. We'll see what we can criticize or whatever. And you will see me do a Monday Night review maybe tomorrow. But we're not going to talk about tomorrow. We're talking about today. We're talking about this fucking show, which sucks. It does. And you could think that, the show could get better. The show could really get better, and the show should have gone better and could have get better, but no, that's not going to happen. You can expect that the show would be much better when we're heading to a SmackDown after WrestleMania. After they fucking just clean sweeped, gave me a straight up, I didn't expect them to do this. One of the greatest Monday Night Raw after Manias in 12 years or so. Like the one that they did where Bryan Danielson won the WWE World title at WrestleMania. He won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, the complete 2 belts that he won at WrestleMania. And he fucking did the yes chants all over, and he came back, and the Shield and Evolution and whatever. Like, it hasn't been that fucking, like, great probably since 12 years. So, I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay. Monday Night Raw fucking delivered big time. I didn't expect this. Like, there is not once, like, dude, you tell me the show is this good, listen, I'm going to tell you the best ways I can. Check out the stream. I went back to watch some segments I went back because they were so fucking good. I went back to watch them. Now, I cannot say that for Smackdown, so you can't tell me if I'm going back to watch the segments and I'm actually really enjoying the show that I want to go back to see how good it was and I want to see it again. And I think it was real good. I want to see it again and again. And I'm not going to get sick of it. Or I'm not feeling fucking depressed seeing it, first of all, again. I'll see an example. I tried to do that on Smackdown. I tried to break down the show, give you a little breakdown of my entire show. And I covered a lot, but you could see, again, if you were seeing me on Twitch live, you better know that, and if you saw me, you would know that I was completely, like, fucking just fucking dead. Like, fuck, just straight up, I was dead. I was just, like, feeling depressed, like, I was feeling depressed as shit. It was just so awful. Like, I was fucking starting, I was snooze or something, like, I'm sitting through them, I'm just fucking, like, getting tired, I'm, like, fucking, like, I'm feeling helpless. I'm looking at the fucking almost just all, like, bro. I have seen some great TV. I've seen some TV that I've not really liked, even in TV shows or whatever. But oh my god, I gotta put Smackdown at the fucking low of like a 2 out of 10. Like, bro, there was the only thing I probably liked on the show was Jimmy Uso, was maybe Cody's promo, and it was Jimmy Uso. That's I'll give you a fucking 3 out of 10. This show goddamn sucks. No, a 2 out of 10. The 2. 1 goes to that, 1 goes to that. 2 out of 10. It's a 2 out of 10 for the show. It's a 2 out of 10 show, and oh boy, if it's 2 out of 10, good God, guys, this show sucks. What else I'm gonna say about it? I don't have anything to say about it other than this show sucks. Because it does. The show sucks. We're gonna go all over the shit, Chad, but this show fucking sucks. And I mean it with all my fucking heart. This show, like, there was just some fucking genuine excitement I felt. I gotta go over the breakdown, because I can't remember what the fuck I watched. We mentioned what we watched. There were segments like, there was just so much on the show, and it was just so fucking dull that I could give 2 shits about it. So, to give you the gist of it, that's what I would say. It was so fucking dull that I could give 2 shits about it. This show, straight up, really, like, killed my mood in a lot of ways, you could say. Upset me, like, fucking deplorable and whatnot. I mean, the show, for what it was worth, it was just, it's not it. It wasn't it. There's nothing more to say about that. Like, I cannot come on here and tell you, hey man, it was a great show. It was, and again, go check out the live stream of my, like, me reacting to it, dude. And at the end, I'm basically at the, like, it was so fucking apparent that at the end I'm saying that, dude, I am not fucking going live on this show ever. Like, not ever, but like, unless I'm seeing some fucking greatness every single fucking week. And it has to be something that's just unmissable and incredible on the show. We are not going live. And we are not talking about Smackdown, because I will not be watching the show. I will not go through fucking pain and misery to watch this show. I will not. Maybe, you know, I'm not sure, maybe I will be. Actually, I'm not sure about that. We'll see. It's like, I don't know. You might say, oh, that's fucking hypocritical here, saying that first you're watching the show, you're not watching the show. Motherfucker, shut the fuck up, honestly. I don't care. And how much this show has shit on inside my mouth, and basically shit on my intelligence, it's like, you want me to fucking watch this show? So, so you might see a review, I don't know. But again, you might not. So, actually, I'm not even sure if I need to do a show review on this show. No, you will not. You will not. I'm making 100% clear. You're not gonna see one fucking review until I'll put up a post on the community tab and I'll say, hey, you want that, like the one I'm gonna do a review, and I'll tell you before. But other than that, I don't need to tell you anything about the show. This show sucks. And there's nothing more to tell you about the show. It is awful. My God, it's straight up awful. So even though I can tell you something about the show, I would not want to tell you anything about the show. I don't. And I would not want to tell you absolutely anything about the show. Because we're not covering it. Or like, I'm not sure if I want to cover this show. But you're gonna hear me voice my opinion as much as I want, because it's my fucking platform, and I get to do whatever the fuck I want. So, you're gonna hear me maybe shit on the show because it fucking sucked. There was no life into the show. Depression and the most, not just depression, depressive, deplorable, dull, just the most. I feel like I was in a fucking depressive ass environment watching this show. The show should not make you feel like you're in a depressing ass environment. It should make you feel, it should be an escapism. It should be something different. Bro, there is legit no life to this show. Whatever. There's no fucking life to this show. So I'm not gonna feel an escapism or whatever. I'm not gonna feel that. There's no life on the show. There's no genuine connection. There's no genuine feel to Friday Night Smackdown. There's legit boredom, and it's so just uneventful and fucking just not at all worth time. You got Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu as your fucking main event. I'm gonna make it clear, I don't hate Solo Sikoa, but I fucking hate his booking, and I can't stand Solo Sikoa, mainly because how he's booked. You might say, oh, you wanted to book better, because he's not that good. Bro, I don't give a fuck. I mean, you're booking him in a way like this all the time. This is getting ridiculous. I'm getting sick of this. It's the same shit from Solo Sikoa. Did we honestly need this? Maybe you can say that we can play out what happened with Jacob Fatu. I'm thinking about this more now. We can play out what happened with Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa and whatever, and what Jacob Fatu did to the MFTs and fucking stood on his own feet and said, hey, fuck you, Usos. I'm the guy. I run the play. I don't need your help. I fuck you to Roman. Roman, I don't need the Usos' help, and I don't need your fucking help. Straight up. I don't need your fucking help. I don't need any, fucking whatever. Need for you. I don't need Roman. I don't need any of this. I can do this on my own. Bro, he fucking took out the MFTs all on his own. So I understand that in terms of, but did it have to be Solo Sikoa? Did it seriously have to be fucking Solo Sikoa in the main event? Solo Sikoa is not at all a most attractive main event on Friday Night SmackDown. He has absolutely resulted to fucking nothing. Absolutely nothing on the show. Other than being a fucking mid-card wannabe fucking tribal chief little bitch. That's what he is. He has absolutely resulted to nothing on the show. He is absolutely doing the same fucking rinse and repeat of awfulness on this show. And it's just rinse and repeat of the same shit all the time. So Solo Sikoa is not gonna fucking intrigue me if he's in the main event. Even though I understand the point, I get what you're trying to do here. I understand you're making Jacob Fatu look strong, real strong, and you're making him look like a fucking, like a big monster, a werewolf. He's the lone Samoan werewolf. He bit down and fucking chewed them all out. He left them in fucking rubble and pieces, basically. He absolutely destroyed the MFTs. I get the point of that. I understand what you're trying to relate to us. I understand you're trying to relate to us in Solo Sikoa being a fucking, in Jacob Fatu being a fucking killer. And that Roman's not one. That Roman can't even do this. Because if I'm not mistaken, let's go back to this when Roman came back, chat. When Roman came back, after losing his Undisputed WWE Championship, he came back at SummerSlam. Eventually, it was like everybody was ganging up on him, but eventually the numbers game was too much, and Roman fucking fell for it. Roman fell for it. He fell for what Solo Sikoa, what he fell for it, and he fucking got absolutely beat the fuck down by Jacob Fatu and all of them. Fatu took out the most dominating faction on SmackDown, as they say, the way they have been booked as being so fucking dominating, right? They fucking destroy everybody or whatever, I guess. I don't know. That's what I believe so now. That's what it is. So he took out this fucking faction that Roman couldn't. So now Fatu is better. I get that. I get the fact that what they're trying to tell me. Fatu is better now. Fatu, there's some storytelling here, I get it. Fatu is better than Roman. Roman couldn't do this. Fatu took out Solo Sikoa's army. Roman couldn't do that. Roman failed. He needed the Usos. Fatu doesn't need anybody. Fatu doesn't need the Usos to help him beat the living shit out of the MFTs. I get it. But Solo Sikoa is not the fucking answer to be in the main event all the time. Because I cannot take a guy like that really intriguing and interesting anymore. Because everything he results to is legit absolutely nothing. Nada. Absolutely zero fucking care about his character and nothing. It doesn't elevate Solo. It doesn't do anything for Solo. So why the fuck did we need it? I know why we needed it, but again, whatever. So again, my point exactly. This show, even though I don't cover it as much, or I barely ever covered it, this show isn't something that's great. Not even 1% of it, it's great. Not at all. A percent of it would be if it's great, I would say. Like maybe a percent of it, like majority of times not even a percent of it is great, okay? No, it's not. It's not. It's not as great as what you want them, what they want you to believe. It's not as all fucking great. It's just, what did they try to make you believe? And you just eat it up. Like, I also did at one point probably too. I don't know. I mean, they're master manipulators at this, I would say. Pretty much. But again, at one point you're like, no. Enough of this shit. Enough of this shit. Chad, again, as I said, I watched Monday Night Raw. I watched that show live on Twitch, and you can go check that out and see the fucking difference between one or the other. There is only that difference that there's life to Monday Night Raw, and there's no fucking life to a Friday Night Smackdown. Where, on the other hand, on Friday Night Smackdown live stream, live reaction, or whatever I'm giving you on Twitch, is where I'm fucking just depressed watching this shit. Awfully, I'm feeling I'm just feeling feeling fucking depression watching this shit. And I was like, I fucking wasted my time watching this shit. No, I ain't never doing a live stream on this shit. I'll tell you that. That will be probably get a fucking announcement if that ever happens. If ever I feel about watching SmackDown live, but no. And I'll see about the Raw too. We gotta check out Raw. Every Raw even is that fucking good on the this week, or this show did actually suck again. But again, as I said, no fucking excitement, no ounce of care on the show. It sucks. SmackDown sucks. Life of just fucking change. Raw, I was just energized, having a great time with the show. I had great fucking energy for SmackDown when we started off. But it fucking got dull because the show was that bad. It was that bad. Raw was... I'll tell you again, my energy for Monday Night Raw wasn't that fucking great. I wasn't like, oh my god, I want to watch Raw so badly. I want to watch Monday Night Raw so badly, so much. Like, my energy is so great on it. No, my energy wasn't as great for Monday Night Raw. But the show was so fucking great. It was a great fucking show that my energy just peaked. And I was left in a... where I wanted to, like, rewatch the show again. I wanted to rewatch the entire show from top to bottom. Nothing on the show I found absolutely bad. Nothing on the show was bad. But on Friday night, it's just not bad, it's just no life. There is no fucking life into this show on Friday Night SmackDown. On Friday nights. That's what I'm trying to tell you. No life on these shows. Nothing. So, what else I'm going to explain about that? Already went over this. Danhausen, Miz, like... I'm looking at this shit and I'm like, you're fucking wasting my time here. What are you absolutely gonna give me on this show? That I'm gonna say, hey, you know, that was so great. Good on you, WWE, for giving me this. No, there was nothing that was so great. I was in a fucking great mode. The show started off. Then we went through Tiffany and Julia. And I'm like... alright, this match is just whatever. It's okay. The crowd is fucking dead. Fort Worthless, Texas, I don't know. Fuck them. They're dead. And I'm looking at this match and I'm like... are they gonna put the title on Tiffany? And one day when Tiffany wins, I'm like, okay. Chat was just like this. I was watching this show like with my head holding. I was like, I was just like this. And that's not me being fucking sleepy. That's just me being sleepy out of case because this show sucked. This show was awful. It was awful. I will not praise this show. I will not say anything good about it because this show was awful. There are things I liked, but those things are not even those things I really liked. I don't know why the fuck Randy was not on the show. You know, honestly, I don't understand this. Why isn't Randy on the show and Cody is? Bro, Cody got punted in the head or something. Shouldn't Randy be on this show, like fucking beating everybody up, saying that where's Cody? Cody should have never been on this show. Or Cody should have honestly not even been on Monday Night Raw if I'd be real about this right now. But hey, they gotta suspend your disbelief or something that Cody Rhodes is all fine after getting punted in the fucking skull. You just devalued a fucking punt kick, bro. The punt kick, in my opinion, got buried in that way. You show up on the show after a fucking punt kick. A punt kick that should fucking kill you. Bro, like, are we kidding each other? Like, getting a punt, like getting a fucking, get punted onto the skull is GG's. Done. You're fucking done. You are done. That's a kill shot right there, bro. That's a fucking kill shot. Getting punted onto the skull? Are you fucking kidding me? It's GG. Like, are you actually fucking kidding me? It's like such a great. I don't know what should I explain here. It's such a great situation right there, where it's just GG's with that, honestly. It is. Getting punted at the skull. What should I explain? This show sucked. There's nothing you're gonna hear from me other than that. This show absolutely sucked. And then past, we gotta go to the fucking releases that happened on this show, which I am not gonna be covering at all, honestly. I don't think this is the place I'll be doing that. You wanna go check that out? Go check the Wrestle with Spades podcast. I will not be covering the releases at all on this show. There was I thought the match between the Wyatt Six and the MFTs was really good. I really enjoyed that match on Friday Night Smackdown. I did. I thought it was really good. There was something good on SmackDown before WrestleMania. There was. It was good. It was real good. This, on the other hand, fuck no. This wasn't good. And even that show, I think, was like, it wasn't a bad show. It was a good show, actually. I don't think it was like an awful show. Like, people were making out to be like, that SmackDown was not that bad. Like the one before WrestleMania, that wasn't as bad. This, on the other hand, was just, I don't know, what the fuck am I watching? No storylines. Like, yeah, Trick Williams, I forgot about that. Gingerbread Man, it's like, yeah, ha 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 ha. I'm laughing, I get the progression there. Bro, like, you want to do comedy shit like that with Sami Zayn and Trick Williams? It's like, give me some legit energy. Give me something that's so good on the show. Give me a great pro wrestling match on the show. Like, fucking, what's her name? The Fallon Henley and JC Jane and whatever the fuck that bitch, sorry, my bad. I didn't know it riled up on this shit. I don't know what their faction name is again. The Sisters of Sin is like an AEW thing. I'm not mistaken what their fucking faction name is, honestly. I'm trying to think what their faction name is. Not a Secret Service. We'll get over the show. Hopefully, we're gonna get to know their fucking faction names. But they came out. So this is what was on the show, and then we got whatever else on the show. We got, again, as I said, Miz and Mizenhausen was there, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, I'm not laughing at it. I'm just like, alright, this is what you got. Good. I don't, just don't. No. Not good. Not good at all. So I'm watching that shit, I'm like, this is what you got. Not good. Not good at all. And then we get like stuff like Fatal Influence, that's the name. Fatal Influence. They debuted. They beat the frick out of. We got some. Apparently, people in Fort Worth, Texas, were so excited to do the yes chants for Brie Bella and Paige. Fucking Brie Bella is there because they know married to Danielson, and they're gonna get the yes chants. The yes chants are not even her fucking thing. It's a Danielson thing, but whatever. So they're doing the yes chants on the show. I mean, it's AEW's, WWE's done both ways. The yes chant has become a fucking big thing, honestly. They're doing the yes chant. It's like a yes, 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 yes. It's become a fucking thing on the shows for over a decade. And yes chant has fucking transcended pro wrestling mainstream. We already know. It was in basketball games back then, whatever. We need to know more about that. But I'm watching this and I'm like, yeah, bro, Brie, they're not chanting for you, they're chanting for Danielson. What else? They're doing the Danielson chant because they know that you're married to her, bro. Like, what's Brie's thing? The yes chant isn't Brie's thing. Let's be real. I mean, I get, well, I mean, obviously Danielson is having great fun having his wife do that, obviously. But I mean, that's his wife, I get it. But bro, the yes chant isn't your wife's thing at all. It's your thing. So, what's your wife's thing, honestly? I don't know. So everybody's fucking yesing for this fucking match with Paige and Brie Bella versus Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. This amounted to nothing. The Fatal Influence came out and fucking beat the shit out of them. What else can I say? Rhea Ripley had a segment with JC Jane and Fatal Influence. They came out after beating the shit out. I gotta say, they looked pretty strong on this show, so I liked what they did there. That was pretty good. Even though I wasn't a fan of this show at all, but that right there was pretty good. But again, as I said, what else is there more than that, honestly? Again, back to the Jacob Fatu promo that kicked off the show, and like, what else am I going to say about that again and again? It's like, Is there anything great to say about it, honestly? Is there? Like, is there anything great for me to say about this? Is there, honestly? I don't believe there is. I don't want to believe there is, honestly. Anything great for me to say about this shit. There's not. I don't believe there is, honestly. I can't believe myself feeling the way that there's anything absolutely fucking great about this. But again, that's what we're amount to on this fucking show. So Jacob Fatu comes and I'm like, okay, this is cool and whatever. And Jacob Fatu, we're going back to that shit right there. Jacob Fatu is cutting a promo and he's like, Roman Reigns asked me, whatever. We're gonna go over that. I forgot what he completely said actually. So it's pretty good what he said. I don't remember the exact words. So he's like, I need that. I told Roman I need that championship because I need it and I need it for these reasons and I need it because those reasons are believable. And I even also saying on Twitch live and I believe what he's saying. I can genuinely believe because I know Fatu real well. We know Fatu's history. We have seen, now you've seen even WWE acknowledge his back history. We know what Fatu, we can see, we can fucking emotionally connect with Jacob Fatu. This was fucking great to see. Usos come out. First Jimmy's like, hey, you know, I think if you're gonna have respect for Roman and whatever Roman is gonna have respect for you, stand down, Jacob. This ain't worth it. This ain't worth it. Don't pick a war with the tribal chief. Jay's like, fuck it. Fuck that. Screw it. He's already gone too far. You're at war with a moose. You're at war with a moose. Now, if you want respect, you gotta go war with him to get that respect out of Roman Reigns that you want. Then we got fucking Solo Sikoa and whatever we had on the show. And I already went over Danhausen and all that, you know. Julia losing the, I'm kind of feeling optimistic maybe about it. I don't know if I want to feel fucking optimistic about this. I don't feel like I should be feeling optimistic about this at all. But I was trying to feel optimistic about Julia losing the championship to Tiffany, but I'm like, okay, this is the second time we've done this to this fucking woman again. You have her lose the championship twice now. Like, I'm looking forward to a Julia reign where she's a fucking big deal on the show, and I'm looking at that Julia that's gonna fucking go on the show. But no, they have Tiffany beat her clean as a whistle. And I'm looking at this and Tiffany's like, oh, I'll give you to that. They had a little soul on the show where they had a segment, which I guarantee you, I believe JD's Randolph, they got to them about there's no fucking segments, there's nothing, there's like no motion before or after the match, interviewing the opponents or whatever. There was something here they gave us, definitely. They gave us a segment where you saw what her emotions were after the match. Did I believe her completely? No. I don't like Tiffany Stratton as a babyface. It's feeling a little forced. That's just me. I don't believe. I mean, winning gold is fine or whatever. I don't believe Tiffany Stratton in a way because it sounds to me as fucking forced. It does. That's just me again. It sounds fucking forced. So it's hard for me to believe that Tiffany actually, cares or has any fucking reason to care about this. It's hard for me to believe. But again, overall, I think we're going to go over the show now, chat. This is your Smackdown breakdown. Probably you won't see this one again. We'll see about it. I don't know if I would be interested in doing another one again. I don't know. Maybe because it's too much. And when it's not that great, it's not worth it. So we see Trick Williams and Danhausen in the parking lot. Joe Tessitore obviously is on the fucking call or whatever. Jacob Fatu says, now Jacob Fatu's promo right here, which I transcribed this. Monday I told Roman Reigns I wanted him. Monday I told Roman I don't want that title. I need that title. He looked me in my eye and he said, Jacob, you're not ready. Okay, the truth is that he's right. No, he's right. Because I've never been ready. It's something I've been hearing my whole life from my friends, my family, everybody. Jacob, you're not ready. Jacob, it's not the right timing. Jacob, you're not just good enough. But to break it all down and keep it 100, got a close shot on this. You said I'm not ready. Well, step in the ring and prove it. I love this. This is like a genuine feeling, and this is what he's been told by a lot of people, that he's not ready, and this is what we can relate to because it just feels genuine. It feels so fucking genuine. Like everything he's saying right here. I don't want the title. I need the title. And then Roman looked him down. He said, "You're not ready, Jacob." Like he didn't say you're not ready, but he said like, "Can you handle the burden of being that guy?" Being the world champion. In a way, telling him he's not ready. And now he's just saying, yeah, Roman's right in that way. He's like, no, he's right. He's like, we're just talking about methodical voice. He's like, no, he's right. I am not ready. I've been hearing my whole life from my friends, my family, everybody. Jacob, you're not ready. Jacob, it's not the right timing. Jacob, you're not good enough. This is great. This what he said right here was great because I can believe this absolutely to be 100%. And what Jacob Fatu feels like legit in real life. Off camera, this is what Jacob Fatu feels. This is no fucking character. This is what he feels, maybe. That people doubt him. People don't believe that he's fucking ready. His family has doubted him. Jacob, you're not ready. And he's like, no. He's right. Okay, the truth is that Roman's right. Something I've been hearing my friends, my whole life from my friends, my family, everybody. Jacob, you're not ready. Jacob, it's not the right timing. Jacob, you're not good enough. But to break it all down and keep it 100, get a close shot. You think I'm not ready? Step in the ring and I'll prove it. So I can believe what Jacob said. 100%. I can believe what everything Jacob said here. This was fucking great from Jacob Fatu. Great fucking promo. So now we go in more of the segment. The Usos come out. The Usos come into the ring. You hear their team, their new team. They fucking changed the song here and there nowadays. Is what they're doing. Or whatever. So they're like changing their team. It's just me, Us. It's just us, Us. It's just us, Us. Down since. It's just us, Us, or day one-ish. It's just us, Us, or whatever. It's just us, Us. They're just fucking changing it here and there. I guess they miss it's me, Us. The fucking song is going through fucking changes all the time, I feel like. Maybe it did not, I don't know, it felt like it did again. But again, this is what they come out to. It's just us, Us, day one-ish. It's just us, Us, day one-ish. That's what it felt like. But again, as I said, Jacob Fatu's promo was fucking great. This shit was fucking great, straight up. Like everything he said, no, he's right, I'm not ready. He's right, absolutely he's right, I'm not ready. Because that's what I've been hearing my entire life. But hey, Roman, get a close shot, cameraman, get a close shot here. If you think I'm not ready, you step in the ring and prove it that I'm not ready. Show me that I am not ready. Love it. Fucking great promo. So Jimmy Uso comes out, the Usos come out, Eduardo went over the entrance. Alright, listen, we heard what you said on Monday. How you want to level up on your household, put your kids in better houses, get that big money. I agree with you. You said what you want, what the OTC got. You can have all that and more. You said that you need the championship, you want the title. Hell, Cody Rhodes went through hell at WrestleMania, the QB1 is on the field, he's slipping. He's stick, fumble, Jacob's ball. So I'm asking you, man, do not go after the OTC, alright? You can fix this. You hear me? You can really fix this. You'll eat, you'll learn, you'll level up. That's the play we run. Run the play with us, Jacob. Don't listen to them. Run the play with us. Bro, join the family. What do you think? Yeet? None of these fools out here are going to give you the how lifestyle that you're asking for. None of these fools out here are going to give you the big money. They ain't going to put your kids into the big schools. It's fucking great, honestly. You know, what he said right here, and I believe it'll be 100%. What he said right here, Jacob 5-2. Was obviously fucking great. What he said, that he doesn't believe what people, or like he doesn't people don't believe that he can be the guy. People don't believe that he's not ready. People believe that he's never been ready. Then went to the same thing where freaking pussy ass Darby Allin's crying and trying to get my fucking attention. Max, if I'm not ready now, I will never be ready. It's like, bro, you think going through a fucking feud with the War Dogs is gonna change my fucking opinion on you being ready? Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Again, I can be optimistic in that too, but just saying. So I understand Jacob more than I would relate with fucking Darby here. Like, I can see that, Jacob feeling that way. I think Darby probably still believes that he's not ready. It felt like he, from the inside, he believed that he's not ready to be the fucking guy, the ace of AEW. He is not ready. It felt like that way. So, I mean, I'm sorry, but that's how I can believe that. But it's what it is. So, again, whatever Jimmy said here, you know, like, all right, listen, man, it's like what you said on Monday. I know you want to level up, but you want to get a good household. You want to get a fucking great household. You want to put your kids in better houses. You want to get that big time money. You want to get a lot of fucking money. You want to, you know, you want what the OTC's got. You want more. You want all that more. You need that championship. You want that title. And it brings up Cody Rhodes. It's like Cody Rhodes went through the same shit at WrestleMania. The QB1 is now on the field. And he's slipping. And he's stick. Fumble. Jacob's ball. So I'm asking you, man, don't go after the OTC. So he's starting to say, hey, again, you're not ready, basically. Again, in a way to tell him that, bro, you're not ready. You're not ready. You can fix this. You hear me? You can fix this. You'll eat, you'll learn, you'll level up. That's the play we run. Run the play with us, Jacob. Don't listen to them. Run the play with us. And we get a... Run the place with us. Bruh, join this family. What do you think? Yeet? None of these fools out here going to lifestyle. I'm like, okay, you're calling the audience fools? Okay, that's interesting. That's quite a heel thing to do, honestly. Calling them fools. Are the Usos and Roman Reigns turning heel? I don't know. They're calling the fucking audience fools. Interesting. None of these fools out here basically shitting on the fans. None of these fools as baby faces, right? They're, if I'm not mistaken, Jimmy and Jay are supposed to be the baby faces, right? So this is a little confusing. They're calling them fools. None of these fools out here are going to give you the big money. They ain't gonna put you good. So he's right, but he is doing a little. He's calling the fucking audience fools. The audience who is basically the reason you're even like doing something great, and you did something great with Roman because they fucking cared about it. So they're calling them fools. It's the baby faces, man. That's interesting. You're not healed. I was just a little confused about this. That's all. So now Jay speaks. See, the problem is it's too late. Oh, this one I already went over this before, chat. The problem is it's too late for all that. Little cousin, you stepped up. You open your mouth. You in the deep now. We're gonna see if you can swim moose. If you want to respect Roman, right? I'll tell you what you gotta get from him. Walk up at him, look him in the eye, and get ready for war. Yeet, because he's going to bring it to you, Jacob. He is the tribal chief. Like what Jay said right here. Like, he like, Jimmy's on the page of like, hey, you should fucking, not go after Roman. This is stupid. Don't do that. Don't fuck this up. You can get all of that, but don't go after Roman. It's stupid. But with Cody's at, he's fumbling now. He fumbled. Don't go after Roman. And now Jay's being the, like, there are two perspectives to this, if you understand this. There's one scenario where you have a angel on your shoulder telling you the good thing. Like, there's two ways. Like, there's two ways to explain this. Like, they both have their own perspectives on this, and they both want to give you their perspective and want to see where it goes. So they're giving their perspectives. Like, Jimmy gave his own perspective, which I thought was fucking believable from his side, and I absolutely believe what he said. It wasn't shocking. But Jay has his own perspective. It's like, little cousin. See, that's the problem. It's too late for that, little cousin. You already opened your mouth. You came for Roman. You ran your mouth. You're in the deep now. And if you can swim, Moose, we're going to see if you can really swim, Moose. If you really want to gain that respect from Roman. Again, as I said, there are two different. There's two different angels or whatever. I will give you an example. On Jacob's side, they're like, one child is telling me, hey, do it. One brother saying, don't do it. Like, he's getting two perspectives, and they're like very genuine and believable. Loved it. I don't know what I'm trying to get here at, but it's like he's got these two freaking things that he's listening to. Two different personalities out there. Like, we know that they're not the same fucking personality. Jay is a different personality. Jimmy's a different personality, and you feel that. The problem is too late for that, little cousin. Again, I said, I already went over this. Like, it's already too late. You already stepped up. You opened your mouth. You're in the deep now. Like, you're fucking in this shit, bro. Like, you came out, and on Monday Night Raw, you spoke up. You said all that shit to Roman, and now you're just gonna back off? No. Like, fuck that. Like, even saying to Jimmy in a way, fuck that. No. You don't need to back off. You shouldn't back off now. Like, now you're in this. Now you gotta fight. Now you need to get ready to fucking swim with the sharks. You gotta fucking fight now. Like, you can't just get out of this or whatever. Like, he's like fucking just like he's like there are two fucking sides to this. There's Jimmy's side where he's like, hey, you can still make up it. Jay's side is no, you can't. You already stepped up. You opened your mouth. You fucking talked about this shit. You already said that Roman, I want to be the tribal chief. I want all that. I want to be the OTC. I want what comes with being. I want the helicopters. I want the fucking mansions. I want all this shit. I want the gold. I want better life. I want to put my kids in schools, better schools. I want to get my family a great household. I want all that. I want your life. And he said that I want, and at Backlash, I'm coming for that title. So now, I mean, honestly, I would absolutely believe either now Jacob would have a second perspective. Jacob has two perspectives here from two different personalities. I actually really like this, honestly. Jacob has two different perspectives and two different fucking personalities here. One is Jimmy, who's saying, hey, I think you can put the... Jay's like, no, it's already too late for that. You already said everything what Jacob said already. He already said all of that. He already said what he had to say. And now he's just gonna fucking back off? No, motherfucker, you ain't gonna back off now. You go get him now. You go and you fucking swim with him now. And see who wins. And if you can even get Roman's respect out of this, if you really want Roman's respect, you gotta get it from him, really. You gotta walk away, you look him in the eye, you gotta get ready for war. You gotta fucking go into battle with him, Oos. That's the only way. It's fucking great. That's the only way, Oos. That's the only way. You gotta just go at him, Oos. You have to. There's no other way. You gotta go war, you gotta go battle with him. You talked a big game, and then you now it's too late now. You're just gonna back off? No. You go ahead and you show us that you can hang it with him and you earn his respect. And there's only one way you can do that. You fucking go look him in the eye and you go into battle with him. You fucking absolutely leave nothing at all. No ounce of fucking just remorse. Nothing. You give him everything you got. Don't fucking squirm or something. Don't fucking squirm. Just give him everything you got. And he's gonna respect you. It's fucking great. There was two different perspectives from Jimmy and Jay, and I really thought they were fucking great. Both of them, from both sides of it. Pretty darn great. Well, there's nothing more to say that this shit was fucking great. Two perspectives from Jimmy and Jay separately. We got that. It's fucking great. It was. It's definitely fucking great. It's great. It's darn great. And he's like, he's gonna bring it to you, bro. He's gonna fucking bring the war to you. You gotta get ready for the battle. He's gonna bring the battle to you. Like there's no love and loss here. Like this is like you asked for this, and now you're gonna go and you're gonna go and fucking earn his respect through going through war with him. Loved it. Because he's the fucking tribal chief. So now Solo Sikoa comes out. Which I'm like, oh brother. Let's go with this. Are you hearing this? Don't listen to these two. They're lying to you. Trust me. I know where these two are at. 2 years ago when nobody wanted you here, Jacob. Remember that? They didn't bring you to WWE. I did. And you two? What are you going to teach Jacob? Are you going to teach him how to yeet? Jacob? Whatever they're telling you, don't listen to them. Alright? You want to beat Roman? You want to be champion? I can do that for you. But Jacob, you're not going to beat Roman alone. You're going to need an army. And Jacob, I got an army. It's like it's fucking gaslighting you to believe that I'm going to help you. And I guess everything is his business again on this show. I think, I don't know what is there in Solo Sikoa that he still has love for Jacob Fatu or something. I don't know why was this needed. Honestly, I'm not going to go over this. I might go over this for a little bit again. Like, I understand what he's saying. Like, he's talking in his own heelish way, saying that, like, are you hearing this actually? Like, don't listen to these fucking fools. Because he believes they're speaking nonsense. Even though they both have their own perspectives on it, they both aren't wrong at all like that. Like, trust me, I know where these two at. 2 years ago when nobody wanted you here, I brought you to WWE. And you two, what are you going to teach Jacob? You're not going to teach him how to yeet only? Basically mocking them like all they fucking do is eat on Monday nights. Which is quite the thing they do, so Solo ain't wrong here. It's like, don't listen to them. They're not telling you. Or they're not, whatever they're telling you, don't listen to them. If you want to be champion, you gotta have you got the MFTs. You need the MFTs backup. You need our help. And I'm like, bro, why the fuck do you still care for Jacob? Why? Why do you have to, like, why have you not moved on from your fucking family dynamic bullshit? Like this, like why have you not moved on from them? Like, I think, I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? Why hasn't he moved on? Like, why am I watching this? That's what I'm like, ugh. This was a great response from Solo, but I'm like, again, I don't care about seeing him out here. I don't care to see Solo come, and I fucking just like moan and groan. I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck? Like fucking groaning. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? And I'm groaning at this shit. I'm like, and he comes out and he says all this shit. He says that I brought you WWE. Don't listen to these guys. You would not be here without me. He said this shit so many times before to Jacob. It's like he's always fucking just gaslighting him. It's like, bro, you already went to a feud with him. What the fuck? We need to get back to this shit again all of a sudden. We don't want to get back to this shit. We don't want you and Jacob in a fucking match. We don't want to see any of this. We don't. We don't want you and we don't want this. We went through this already. Move the fuck on. So I'm like fucking groaning them like, what the fuck am I watching? Again, nothing he said is just wrong or something. I mean, in his way, he's right, or in some ways. Like the whole shit he said, all these fucking losers do, they fucking yeet. That's true. They do that. And they've been yeeting, other than if it wasn't for Roman and CM Punk, they've been fucking yeeting on the show. So Solo isn't wrong there. But again, it's like, It's like, okay. Great. Awesome. Thumbs up. Not great. Not great at all. But again, what he said wasn't like I'm like fucking morally pissed about it and I'm like all the shit, like I'm just so pissed about that shit, what he specifically fucking said. No. No. That didn't fucking piss me off at all. Was our time for Monday Night Raw's review? I'm gonna just go check that out. You know, for a second. Again, as I said, I wasn't opposed to this. This shouldn't upset me or something like that. I wasn't like fucking opposed to this. I didn't like. I mean, actually, I won't say I wasn't opposed to it. I was pretty much not okay with a lot of shit like that. But again, I wasn't like, whatever. You know, what can I say? It's like the same fucking shit. Run it back with this with Solo Sikoa. You tell me. So again, what words he's saying here, I don't believe that he's just straight up fucking wrong, but it's what it is. Overall, do I believe that the entire segment was great? Yeah, I think this was quite. It wasn't great, but it was pretty darn good. It was pretty good. And again, what he says, where were these two people at? They weren't there for you. I brought you in. They didn't bring you in. They didn't even want you here. Like, I believe Paul Heyman was saying, why do you bring Jacob? Why'd you need him, Moose? Like, if I'm not mistaken, Solo was right here. Like, they downplayed Jacob. They were like, why did you need him, Moose? Like, when Solo was trying to recruit Jay for the Bloodline or whatever, his own Bloodline version, he's like, why'd you gotta go get Jacob, man? Like, they had some issue there, like, because they didn't like the guy or whatever. They're like, why did you need this guy, bro? You didn't need him. So I understand right there. Like, he's bringing that up. He was like, these fools didn't give two shits about you. Like, let's be real. When he brought Jacob in, Jay's like, what the fuck do you need Jacob for? Why do you need Jacob? Why do you need this fucking guy? Why do you gotta bring Jacob in? Like, he didn't like Jacob. Why do you gotta bring Jacob in? So Solo Sikoa hasn't forgotten about that. I like that. Then he's got something that I can do that for you. I can make you champion. I can give you all what you need. But with the MFTs, you can win. Basically, you can become champion. And then Tama Tonga says, why are we wasting our time with this? He's a lost cause. You think he's going to beat Roman? He can't even beat you. And I'm like, well, that was true. He did lose to Solo Sikoa twice, I believe. Right? Jacob Fatu lost to Solo Sikoa twice. So, Tama Tonga's putting a little salt in the wound right there. So Jacob super kicks Tama right there. It's like, fucking, I get all that. Again, back to my point about Solo Sikoa, it's not like I just fucking hated the promo. The promo's great, but I'm like, why the fuck do we have to run this back again and again? Why don't you move on from this? Why don't you Solo have other aspirations? Why is your aspiration always, what is Jacob doing? What is Jimmy doing? What is Jay doing? Why is there not aspirations going after fucking Cody Rhodes? Why is your aspirations not adding a new member? Why is your aspirations not different? Why is your aspirations not going off to another promotion or whatever and ruling that? Ruling 2 brands. Why is there an aspiration more about it? Why don't you want more Solo? Why don't you want this little piece? And why do you want to always go after the fucking your bloodline shit? Why do you have to always go after this shit? That's my problem with that, because we have run this fucking playback so many fucking times, and it's like, bro, just get over with it. We're done. I'm done with this. But again, what he said is not wrong. What he said that why all these people now are fucking rooting for you and they fucking, like, I mean, they love you. I mean, 2 years ago, like, basically Jay was like why you gotta bring Jacob in, man? He was fucking annoyed that he brought Jacob in. Like, he absolutely didn't hate. He fucking hated Jacob. Like, all of them did not. Nobody wanted Jacob. Nobody. He's right about that. He's right about that. There's a lot of truth in his promo. It's not like there's some fucking lies. He's right about that. Now again, he starts to become, you know, how he is. Like, you need our family. You need, because with us you can win. It's like, bro, this is where I'm like, okay. No, we don't need this. We absolutely don't need this. Hell no, we do not need this. And I'll say again, we do not need this. We don't. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't. We don't. We straight up don't need this, but it's what it is, I guess. I prefer this segment. Yes, in a lot of ways, I would say I prefer it. But again, you're not gonna beat Roman alone or whatever. His family help, and then he's like, basically, you haven't beaten me, you haven't beat Roman or whatever. It's like, you haven't beaten me. You haven't beaten and so fucking laughs, and Jacob's like, hey, the only one I should be talking to right now is Roman Reigns. And hold on, I'll keep it 100. You think I can beat you, line it up, and me versus you tonight? And let me remind you that Jacob Fatu is all breaks and no gas, all breaks, no, all gas, no breaks. I mean, Fatu. Basically, that's what he says. You know what I mean? I mean, you know what I mean, basically. So it's like, fine. Then we got this main event. We move on from the main event later. So backstage, Kathy Kelly has an interview with Julia and Kiana James. Does she feel any pressure going to her title defense against Tiffany Stratton? Yes, it's a Smackdown after WrestleMania, not WrestleMania. Julia and Kiana are upset about the lack of respect. Even Kiana's expert negotiation skills, which she did use, couldn't justify this oversight. However, it's left fire between them to take out Tiffany Stratton. Julia says, this is what Julia says, that she'll beat Tiffany Stratton again. So she doesn't feel any pressure, only anger. Kiana tells Kathy that her and Julia were on the same page when she's around asking these types of questions. Confusing ass segment, honestly, backstage. The first segment thing was great. It was a great segment. But I don't think we need this again. So we got the PBR writers, Austin Richardson, Court McFadden, and Fallon Forbes are in the house. mean, like, what the fuck do I care? D-list celebrities? Nobody cares. First match, Julia. Well, first match was the first match of the show. Julia and Tiffany Stratton. Let's go over this. That's where I had a problem with it. Let's see what my optimism comes to be. So the match started off. Stratton applied a headlock. Julia then started the corner. Stratton then repeatedly dives like onto Julia, basically dives over Julia. Stratton then gave a discus lariat for one count. Stratton, Tiffany then goes over a vertical suplex here, but Julia counters it with an inside cradle for a 2 count. So I'm like, okay, they got something going here. Which Julia gives into a headlock here where they have a roll-up exchange. I'm like, okay, we're getting a roll-up exchange. This could lead to something great. Possibly. Could be a great fucking match, who knows. I like the roll-up exchange they had in this match. That spot was good. Stratton ducks the clothesline from Julia. Stratton goes for a cartwheel Alabama slam. That was fucking brutal. But Julia countered it actually, said it wasn't brutal. The neck breaker. And then she got a 2 count. Julia then gave her repeated headbutts. Julia then kicked Stratton in the face. Stratton then ducked a clothesline from Julia. Stratton then gave her a rolling senton. Julia then denies the PME. Julia then gets Stratton tied up into the tree of woe. Julia then hits a sliding corner drop kick. Julia then gives a draping neckbreaker to the floor. Julia's all fired up. Julia with a Mai Tai knee strikes. Julia slams Stratton's head onto the ring apron. Julia's rolled Stratton back into the ring. Julia stands on the back of Stratton's back. Julia slaps Stratton in the chest. Julia then drives Stratton's face right into the mat. Julia's basically in control. All these spots are fucking by Julia. Julia's grabbiveness is the legs of Stratton. Julia with the bow and arrow stomp for a 2 count. Julia then possesses for the crowd. Julia gets Stratton tied up into the ropes. Julia fish hooks Stratton. Julia with a running drop kick and the ropes for a 2 count. Stratton for two forearm smashes. Stratton sends Julia to the corner. Julia sidesteps Stratton turnbuckles. Julia kicks Stratton back into for a 2 count. Julia applies a rear chin lock Stratton with the snap mare escape. Stratton ducks a clothesline from Julia. Both ladies are knocked down after a double face plant. Stratton with forearm shivers. Stratton with 2 clotheslines. Tiffany hits a Tiffy time. Stratton drops Julia with a handspring stunner for a 2 count. This match was quite back and forth first. Julia was going to control, starting off as Tiffany. She's into the top break. Julia gives a shote. Julia gives her 4 forearm shivers. Avalanche butterfly suplex for a 2 count. Julia then gives a swing. It's like fucking swing for it. She's like, she headbutts Stratton. Julia goes for another lights bomb, but Stratton lands back on her feet. Stratton kicks Julia. Kiana James trips Stratton behind the referee's back. Stratton pulls James up the ropes. Julia intermittently knocks James off the apron. Stratton rolls Julia up for a 2 count. Stratton gives rolling senton. Stratton goes for the PME, but Julia counters with a ring of satin. Stratton rolls Julia over for a 2 count. Julia headbutts Stratton. Stratton with a big boot. Stratton avoids the roundhouse kick. Stratton rocks Julia with a forearm smash. Stratton with a knee lift. Stratton goes for a running doubles foot stomp, but Julia rolls her over for a 2 count. Julia delivers the Aviadenci. There's a time. Just goes for the Netherlands bomb, but then Stratton lands back on her feet. Stratton hits the Alabama slam. Stratton comes with the PME to pick up the victory. The prettiest insult ever. That's what it's called. New women's champion, Tiffany Stratton, chat. Good to know, I guess. So again, this match could have been quite an electric match if we had a fucking audience who really was loud and energized, but good God, they were fucking dead. Fort Worthless, Texas. This was not even Vegas. This was Fort Worthless, Texas. Dead ass crowd. And again, new women's champion, Tiffany Stratton. Nothing more to say. I can feel optimistic about this. Do I like this decision? Honestly, I don't, because I'm like, hey, maybe book Julia Strong. We haven't had fucking like defenses and rivalries and feuds with a lot of people with fucking challenges, and we don't have her lose. But again, you have her lose again. You have her drop the United States Championship twice now. Bro, I was like, is this woman about to get fired or something? And I'm looking at Kiana James, looking at Julia, the look that Kiana gives Julia. It's like there's some fucking tension there, and probably, I feel like they're looking at Kiana James to be a bigger star than Julia, honestly. They see more now in Kiana on the main roster. You know, if I remember that Julia was quite the big main topic on WWE and on their radar, and then when she came in and she was at NXT, bro, she had fucking aura about her, bro. All that fucking aura has been killed, and bro, there's nothing cool about Julia at all. There's nothing cool about Julia at all anymore. There's absolutely nothing. And now they're going for Kiana James. So probably Kiana is going to turn on Julia. And we're going to get that feud eventually. And I can see Julia getting released as well. I won't be surprised. I won't be. We get a video recap of this. Danhausen is running The Miz and Kid Wilson's ruining WrestleMania's moment here. It's a video recap, basically. Of what happened at WrestleMania 42, Night 2, which already went over there on the Wrestle with Spades podcast. Go check it out. We already went over why Io and Asuka should have happened on that show, and Kyrie should have turned after the weeks of emotional torment that woman went through, and they fucking wasted our time on that. You know, this video package pissed me off more than anything. That's what it did. It pissed me off more than anything. Because we could have had Io and Asuka on the show. We could have had them have a great match. We could have that moment where enough is enough. Kyrie eventually snaps out of the emotional abuse and the fucking gaslighting and just absolutely blackmail and gaslighting and fucking the emotional torment and abuse and whatever the shit she went through with Asuka. And she basically snaps out of it after Asuka slaps her and beats her up, or basically slaps the shit out of her, gives her fucking slaps her and fucking says, hey, you're gonna listen to me. I brought you in this. You're nothing without me. She basically fucking clocks her with the fucking kick that she does. She fucking retaliates back. She kicks her, hits her with the insane elbow. Io gives the over-the-top moonsault, and she wins. And Kyrie breaks free. But no, we gotta go back to Danhausen and fucking. This was comedy. It was just funny. What am I gonna say? I wasn't laughing at this shit anymore, honestly, after what we just fucking released Kyrie saying, and we don't fucking give any payoff to a feud. Chat, there's no ranting and raving about this. There's no, but honestly, you cannot tell me that I have no right to be pissed at this. I have all the fucking right to be as pissed at this as much I want. I have to. There's no way I can't be. I have all the right to be fucking pissed off as much on this, as much I should be. So apparently I covered a Raw and Smackdown review. SmackDown and Raw. So apparently my last SmackDown stream was... Chad, remember we had a AEW Collision, and so apparently I've actually done a AEW Collision stream on this show. On here. I didn't know that. We haven't done as much SmackDown as you can see. We haven't, chat, have we? We haven't done as much SmackDown on here, I believe. We haven't, have we? Probably, I don't know. We did a SmackDown here. We did SmackDown after WrestleMania 41. These are reactions, apparently. That show was great, actually. The SmackDown after WrestleMania 41 was a great show. With a fucking... one of the best ladder matches in SmackDown history. Great fucking ladder match. And a great fucking show. Yeah, it was. It was. It was a great fucking show. It was a great fucking show. Oh, sorry, yeah. My bad, I was zoned out here. But it was a pretty good, great show. Raw after WrestleMania. We did live reactions here. It was a great show, too. Pretty much it was. Anyways, chat. I think we already went over this, right? Yeah, back to it, chat. So, anyways, what the fuck was that? I don't know. So again, this segment don't mean shit. Danhausen invades The Miz's and Maurice's mansion. He's here to cause curse The Miz's home. He found a map for the celebrities where they live. It's fucking whatever this shit was, kind of cringy. Miz then finds Danhausen chilling in his pool, and then Miz tells him to get out of here. Miz says that there's no curse. Miz lunges at Danhausen and falls into the pool. Comedy, childish comedy. Thank God they gave it at the start, really. Even though I didn't feel anything fucking over the top great about it, but whatever. Like, about the entire show so far, so. Like, this segment was not fucking just incredible. It wasn't incredible. It was pretty good. It was really good. But it wasn't like fucking incredible out of the world. I'm gonna be so into this, I'm gonna have a laugh here. No, listen. Paige, Brie Bella, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss. Brie Bella, Fort Worth, Texas. Wow, does it feel incredible to be standing in the ring as champion? WrestleMania this past weekend was really special, and even though I couldn't compete next to my sister, which shout out Nikki, get better soon. Fucking cringe, I want to do. Got a cringe here. I'm really glad that I had a good idea of calling an old friend that I could count on, and one I can actually call is Paige. I know I'm speaking for everyone when I say welcome back. Paige is like, Paige does a promo. I'm back. Did you miss me? That's her fucking thing. She says that always. Forgive me, you guys. I have lost my voice. It was a hectic week. But what the hell? A week. Am I right? Of a week, am I right? When Brie gave me the call last week to come at WrestleMania, I thought a wonderful way to come home. I am so proud to be here with you, Brie. And last week we walked out the women's tag team champions. It was a rough road to get here, guys, but I'm so happy to be home. I missed you too, but we were in the ring with some of the best competitors in the world. LOL. Some of them, Lyra and Bayley, I would give you. Charlotte, maybe. Alexa's not a great fucking wrestler, but let's be real. Competitor, I don't know which one. That Smackdown is my house. Let me remind them, Smackdown is my house. Brie and I aren't going anywhere, or going nowhere. Charlotte, woo! Paige, I think I could speak for the both of us. I guess it's good to see you back, right? So Charlotte says, like, it's great to see you back, I guess. All right, I don't know. Yeah, it's good, even though you pinned me. She's being fucking jealous. Beside the point, we're here to see you back. We do something we want, so they fucking have a match here. Like, we want the titles back. I speak for both of us. We're not going to let one WrestleMania moment get in our way. So Paige is like, if you want to prove, Charlotte's like, Paige, if you want to prove that you're the best here, then you will put those championships on the line, basically, if we'll face us. Paige's like, Brie, am I down? Are you down? Brie's like, I'm down. And then I say we go do this in her house tonight. Charlotte's like, whoa. And then Paige's like, let's get a referee out there. Second match happens here. So then this match starts up. Started apparently during the commercial break. That's fucking weird. Wow, that's the way to bury the match right there. Isn't there, chat? That's a beautiful way to bury the match. Match fucking started off in the commercial break. Again, I didn't care about any of this, honestly. I was like, do I care about this? Listen, because I'm not a fan of these women. So maybe for some people who are a fan of these women and they love these women, I'm a fan of Lyra and Bayley, so I would care about that more. And I'm not a big Charlexa fan. I'm not a big Nikki Bella fan. I'm not a huge Paige fan. So it's like, I didn't fucking care about this, really. I didn't. And the match, let's go over that. Bliss pulls Brie away from Paige. Bliss drives her knee into the midsection of Brie. Short arm reversal by Brie with a side Russian leg sweep. Brie applies the front face lock. Bliss whips Brie back across the ring. Brie goes for a sunset flip. but Bliss counters it with a basement drop kick. Bliss tags in Charlotte. Bliss applies a full Nelson lock. Charlotte with a knife edge chop. She was the fucking knifeless chop. Charlotte then taunted Paige, and then she gives her a fall away slam. Charlotte then pops back her up on, gives her fucking pop up on her feet. Brie gives a repeated back elbow smashes. Charlotte then answers with a setup enziguri. Charlotte goes for a knee drop, but Brie ducks out of the way. Brie drop kicks Charlotte into the turnbuckles. Charlotte stops Brie in her tracks. Brie with a step up enziguri. JC Jane pulls Paige out of the ring, and that's how they fucking JC Jane pulls Paige out of the ring. And they fucking debut is the Fatal Influence right here. Center to Steel States forces a Fatal Influence storming the ring. Laney Reed clocks Charlotte with a running knee strike. Fallon Henley attacks Brie from behind. Fatal Influence gangs up on Bliss. James super kicks Charlotte and Paige. Fatal Influence with a double basket slam. Fatal Influence is now on SmackDown. So good way to bring them back in. They fucking felt dominant here. They laid their dominance on Friday night. Loved this call up. Made sense. And this was time to see some fucking more women and some great. I think JC Jane is pretty good. She's not fucking all great. She's pretty damn good. She's pretty good. So again, Paige and Briella went by disqualification. Whatever. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes was on this show. I already went over this, why, it doesn't make sense. Like, Cody gets punted on the show at WrestleMania, and then we're looking at this shit, and I'm like, that being a really confusing match, or whatever you want to think of that, you can think what you want to feel about that main event. That's up to you. That's your opinion, to feel whatever you want to feel about the main event. That's your opinion. I'm not gonna fucking take that away from you. But Cody Rhodes gave us but again, whatever that was confusing. They never sold Randy Orton's back. They didn't sell Randy Orton's back. Randy Orton sold his back. Randy Orton did not sell his back. Or the back was never a fucking thing at all into the storylines or whatever. And now all of a sudden the back is a fucking thing in the storylines. It's like, choose what you want to believe, whatever, it's fine, it's what it is. What can I do about that? There's nothing more to say about that. The match was what it was. I think the match had a different perspective of storytelling. And I very much did enjoy a heel Cody Rhodes in that match. I very much enjoyed a Cody Rhodes that was showing a different side of himself. Who went for blood when he saw blood. He made Randy Orton bust open. He slammed his face right into the turn. He fucking just ran fucking smashed his face into a steel ring post. Fucking loved that. It made him bleed. And he rubbed Randy's blood on his chest. I wish he licked it. Would have been more fucking sick. Give it a little AEW, Cody. Give us a little deathmatch in the AEW shit, but it's what it was, honestly. What can I say? This was what it was. What can I give you here and say about it? So, yes, I like what he did. I like what Cody did. That match. It was quite confusing to a lot of people, and that's fine. It's not meant for you, and it's fine. It was not your cup of tea. It was my cup of tea. I think I enjoyed whatever psychology they were trying to tell in that match. And I think I got the psychology of the match. Moving on. So, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes was on the show. Even though, again, I feel like he should have sold these fucking punt kick from WrestleMania. He came out at Monday Night Raw. He was like, not selling it. I mean, he was selling it, but he wasn't like selling it terms where he's like fucking selling it and he's like all selling the fucking punt kick or something. He wasn't doing it like that at all. He should have been. Cody Rhodes. So, Ford towards Dallas, Texas. What do you want to talk about? I want to talk about how I left WrestleMania. I don't mean as champion. I mean as the fact battered, half-conscious, bloodied. I still made the decision to walk up to that long ramp and illusion say I made that decision because I feel like it's the job of a WWE champion to show up to be available. But I understand that, Cody. But again, Randy fucking killed you, I guess, with a punt. I mean, you're getting a punt to your skull. You should be in a hospital for fucking months. Actually, I'm just saying that would be more realistic, but I don't know. And among us all new players, the only Super Bowl, and I have because I feel it's my job as WWE champion to show up, to be available, and amongst of all these players, new players, the only Super Bowl I might have, I might have is the fact that I always get back up. And the moment that you see me take the side ramp or that loser's lane, as we lovely call it, that means that this run is over. The moment you see me take that, like, side ramp or the loser's lane, as we call it, means this run is over. And this run actually started 4 years ago, right around the corner from here. And ever since then, on paper, in my heart, it's been the three lanes, one better than the next. I wanted to send a message at WrestleMania. I wanted to send a message, even though I knew I was going through the curtain and I would not be medically cleared after that. I get stitches above my eye, that I would get staples in the back of my head. I would wanted to send a message to my opponent, Randy Orton, who is not here tonight. Randy Orton, who started me. He's talking to fucking purpose, but shut them. Why can't I mention it's Randy Orton? Whatever. Passion from Cody, honestly, there's a lot of passion in this promo. Everything he taught me is what it took to beat him. Even I wanted to send a message that even after the bell, Randy Orton gave me his best shot, a punt to a head, and I'm still standing here. I want to send a message to sarcastic, condescending Sami Zayn, who backstage called me the golden boy and said nothing ever goes wrong for me. Interesting that he brought up Sami Zayn. So I showed up WrestleMania 42, adorned, head, toe, and gold, because I wanted him to know, wink, wink, I'll be gold. My family will be gold. My friends will be gold. So basically saying, I am that. I am all what Sandy thinks I am. I am that. I am gold. Every fan I have on the planet will all be gold. And the most important message that I want to send is to the outside force that keep integrating and interjected in my WrestleMania plans, that would get involved in the Nightmare Family's party. I'll make it simple. You guys are 0-3. He means by TKO. The TKO, hey, get the fuck out of here, bro. You are 0-3 against all my plans. Basically saying that The Rock, the board of TKO, he tries to get the match out of him and Roman, or and fucking Barry Cody or whatever. And Cody took it back from The Rock. And then afterwards we got, after Rock and Cody, we got who would I say we got, chat? Who would I say we got? Fuck it, I forgot what we got. Who did I say we got on this show? I forgot, sorry. So, yeah, whatever. We got Cena. I forgot Cena. Hey, does he exist? Yes, he does. You can't see Cena. You know, you can't see John Cena or whatever, but whatever, I guess. And then you got Pat McAfee. You got Travis Scott. You got Cena, that old. For TKO again, brought Dwayne twice. Then Ari Emanuel actually TKO again. You know, you're an 0-3 TKO. Basically, that's what Cody said here. I'll make it simple, guys. Send your best and count your money and mind your damn business. It's the first Smackdown for WrestleMania, and as a man holding the richest prize in your sport, I'm no longer the hunter. I know the sentiment, and I'm going to go ahead and say it. It's easy to find me when you're from NXT, you're from Monday Night Raw, and you're from Friday Night Smackdown. Or whether it may be again. I'm here, WWE Champ Cody Rhodes, easy to find, hard to beat. This was a fantastic, it was not fantastic. This is a great promo from Cody. Great promo in terms of how he is feeling after WrestleMania. I believe what he's saying. I do. Genuine, great promo from Cody. Passionate Cody Rhodes is always the Cody Rhodes I love to see. Another thing that I really liked was Cody's promo here. But again, we didn't get more about Cody. We didn't get more about Cody Rhodes after this. Apparently, he's got his eye injured or whatever. Damian Priest and R-Truth. Sorry. Solo Sikoa. Backstage. You get backstage Solo Sikoa. He's holding the court with the MFTs backstage. Tonight is very simple. He wants JC Mateo and Tama Tonga to go out there and beat those WWE Tag Team Champions to bring the championships to the family. Tama left the room, so said he's going to teach Jacob a lesson that without the MFTs, he can't beat Roman Reigns. Well, that's all he wants to believe. I gotta make it fucking believe. Damian Priest and R-Truth versus the MFTs. MFTs. Tonga Loa for the WWE with Tonga Loa, I guess. So Tonga Loa is not part. So R-Truth and Tama Tonga will start things off. R-Truth taunts Tonga with heavy body shots. Haymaker exchange. Tonga drives his knee into the midsection of Truth. Tonga hammers down on the back of Truth's neck. Truth kicks Tonga in the gut. Truth with rapid fire haymakers. Tonga kicks Truth in the gut. Tonga continues to hammer down at the back of Truth's neck. Tonga whips Truth across the ring. Truth then hits a diving shoulder tackle. Tonga then gives the Truth a drop kick. Tonga then mocks R-Truth and John Cena. I love that actually. Like this was an interesting spot where he was doing the fucking John Cena thing, basically the rapid fire haymakers of the 5 moves of doom, John Cena. Tonga then goes for a running elbow drop, but R-Truth ducks out of the way. Truth tags and Priest with a series of haymakers. Tonga then reverses out of the Irish whip from Priest with a running, leaping shoulder block. Priest drops Mateo with a swift kick. Priest with the leaping back elbow smash. Priest plays to the crowd. Mateo runs interference. Priest decks Tonga with a black elbow smash. Mateo tugs on Dan Priest's hair behind the referee's back. Tonga clotheslines Priest over the top rope. Tonga Loa with a running clothesline on the floor. MFTs have complete control of the match during the commercial break. We come back for commercial break. Tonga with a shoulder tackle. Tonga tags at Mateo. Mateo hits the drive Priest back first into the turnbuckles. Tonga the stinger splash. Mateo drop kicks Priest for a 2 count. Mateo sends Priest to the corner. Priest kicks Mateo in the face. Priest is displaying his fighting spirit. Mateo rocks Priest with a forearm smash. Mateo whips Priest across the ring. Priest drops Mateo with a rebound lariat. Priest tags in Truth. Truth ducks a clothesline for Mateo. Truth into 2 diving shoulder tackles. Truth ducks another clothesline for Mateo. Truth with a spinning side slam. Truth delivers the 5-knuckle shuffle. Truth goes for an attitude adjustment, but Tonga Loa gets in the way. Our referee, this was a fucking whatever weird fucking match. I could care less. Not in real tag team, whatever. I have no fucking connection with this. Well, we're gonna still fucking cover it on this. German suplex for a 2 count. So then Mateo with a bridging German suplex for a 2 count. Tonga hits the Tongan twist. Tonga then dumps Priest out of the ring. The uppercuts are Truth. JC Mateo then drives Truth back into the turnbuckles. Truth then avoids the Stinger Splash with a forearm smash. Priest then blind tags Truth, reverses out of Irish Whip. And then this weapon time that connects with Rise Up, pick up the victory. So whatever match, what can I say about it? It's what it was. It's a fucking whatever match, chat. What else am I say about this shit? I don't know. I genuinely don't know what the fuck should I say about this. I didn't care about this match. The tag team division is dead on this show. There is no fucking... This division is dead and buried. Buried like 6 feet under. How 6 feet under with Mark Calloway? You call that shit, 6 feet under with Mark Calloway was channel? This shit is fucking dead and buried. Whatever. Moving on. So again, I don't give a shit about this, honestly. I don't. This match was, again, the hits and moves. I don't care about this because this division doesn't mean anything. I don't want to care about this. And I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? Seriously. I don't like the MFTs. I don't want to see them because I have no fucking interest in watching them. It's fucking boring. It's not boring, but it's like, bro, I don't fucking care about this shit. Move on. Just, no. Lil Yachty. What's that? Oh, sorry, no Lil Yachty. We head back to the... We come back to Mrs. Mansion here again. Did we go and talk about Mrs. Mansion before? Chat? Where he when Miz fell in the pool or something, when Dad lunches at Danhausen and he fell in the pool. He said, there's no curse, get out of his pool. Danhausen's in his pool, he fucking brings up a map. I already went over this. I would love a fucking Danhausen animated TV show, a comic book. I love the character of Danhausen. Don't get me wrong, I love the character of Danhausen. I would love an animated TV show. I would love a fucking comic book. I would love that. I'm not necessarily a fan of him on screen as much, like too much. I think he's a great comic book character, like a great fucking. It's like WWE can really realm into. They have a comic book writer, I believe, Rob Feely. Don't they have the comic book writer? Like they have a comic book writer, they can have him write a fucking animated show for Danhausen, and we can fucking do a WWE. You can give you an animated show about Danhausen on YouTube every fucking week. I would love it. I would love to Danhausen get an animated show. I would be down for seeing an animated show of Danhausen. But honestly, I'm not a big fan of seeing him every fucking week, just over-embellishing him on the product. Not my thing, but again, I love Danhausen. I think it would be a great thing to see him in an animated show. I would love an animated show that they do about Danhausen. The Hausen World, or whatever you call it. You can call it the Hausen Mobile. He has a fucking, I would love that. I think he's a cool, comic book character. He's a comic book style character. I like a comic book character on this show. I do. Not too much, but I like where he has that. And I would love an animated show on Danhausen. I wish they have a fucking comic book writer, WWE. I wish they fucking think about doing this, honestly. It would be fucking great. It would be. Honestly, they should do it. I love the cartoonish thing about it. I did like the map thing that he brought. He found a map of Miz's house and he fucking tracked him there or something. Like basically it says here, right here. I'll break down this right here, chat. He basically made his Miz and Maurice's mansion. He found a map for celebrities where they live. It was a little funny right there. I'll tell you that. I was kind of cringing a moment, but I was like, okay, it's a little funny. I'm not gonna say what's not. And then Miss saying there's no curse, and he falls into the fucking pool. Again, as I said, I would love an animated TV show for Danhausen. I love the character of Danhausen, really do. I would love an but I would like something more. You have a comic book writer in the fucking in the creative of WWE, and Rob Feely. Triple H brought him like 4 years ago or something. I mean, I think you have him write a comic book for Danhausen, and then maybe if that how that good comic book does, like Danhausen's already so over. I think if you write a comic book for Danhausen, it would be great. And it's gonna sell. It's gonna make them a lot of merch. I mean, it's gonna get a lot of fucking buzz and might get a little bit of an interest in WWE, like from the comic book fucking critics and whatever. If it's good or whatever. If I have a good comic book for Danhausen or whatever, let's see. Do that. Write a comic for. It's like a. He's like a fucking comic book character. So write that for him. That would be great. Honestly, it would be. I think I have not so much to say about this. Right, make an animated show. Write a comic book, do what you want, just fucking like give Danhausen that. It's fucking great. It's good. You can do this, like you can. I think AEW should have done this, but they chose not to do this. They wasted our time with Danhausen. They had the Warner Brothers team. They could have integrated Danhausen into the DC Comics. I would not be very upset. We head back to Mrs. Mansion. Danhausen's playing Mrs. Simulator Golf. So, first, actually, I believe they were playing golf, actually. Legit golf. If they didn't go over this right here, or we can break this down right here. The golf. They were actually playing golf. Or he saw them playing golf. He's like, hey, look at these people, they're playing golf. Or whatever. And then we got a segment actually where he's playing golf, but it's a simulator golf. Danhausen walks over to Mrs. Last time he works. Jans puts over Mrs. Mansion on his way out. Danhausen runs into Maurice, opens the door. Miz early to his chocolate powder in Maurice's direction, and then Danhausen blows away, stealing Mrs. daughter's bike. What the fuck? Okay. It's funny for what it is. It is funny for what it is. What can I say? Trick Williams celebration. Trick Williams. Hey yo Yachty, you know what I think? What's that? I think people are excited to celebrate the United States Champion. It's a party, baby. I mean, we're just at WrestleMania last week, 50,000 fans. Lil Yachty was there. Trick Williams was there. Gingerbread Man was there. But check it. They weren't here to gamble. They were here to drink. And they were here to treat with Dallas. Tell them what I did on Sunday. Now, speaking of WrestleMania, I can't help but acknowledge the elephant in the room that we still have celebrity wrote a WrestleMania promo tour. And I'm still here. So what it means is I'm sticking. And staying. I think Yachty and Trick Williams will work fucking great. I would not be upset at all. I actually do like Yachty and Trick Williams, you know, in a segment like this. It's great. Love it. I love that they were in a segment like this. I would not mind. At all. I love that. I don't oppose to that. I think they really fucking work great. Hold on, what are you saying there, Yachty? Trick Williams says. I'm saying that you're the anointed one, that I'm the prophecy. Okay, hold on there, Yachty. I get what you're saying. That means if I'm Michael Jackson, I'm Quincy Jones. Does it go back and forth like this? If I'm Mike Tyson, I'm Don King. If I'm Michael Jordan, I'm Phil Jackson, baby. You hear what I'm saying? And this is Trick Yachty Gang. And we run SmackDown. This was a great promo from both of them, like that they have a genuine chemistry and connection with each other. I love it. It's fucking great. They really work well off each other. I think Booker T has done a great fucking job on NXT to elevate Trick Williams' entrance and whatever, you know. And Lil Yachty, I think having Lil Yachty could really also help Trick Williams get to that. I'm not saying that Lil Yachty is going to be the reason he gets to that, but Lil Yachty is quite helpful in that way. Lil Yachty could be really helpful for elevating. Again, I'm not going to say that he is going to be the only reason, but I mean, they really gel well together. It works. Fucking works. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. You're clueless. If you think this shit doesn't work, then I mean, what the fuck are you watching, dude? You're clueless. They have genuine fucking chemistry. So you can fuck off with your celebrity, I hate celebrity involvements, I hate this, I hate this. This shit was fucking great. I loved it. It was fucking great. It wasn't like it wasn't like awful. It wasn't like the way you fucking think it is. It wasn't great. It's pretty good. It's good. It's good. It's okay, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm becoming a hypocrite for that, I guess now. What the fuck you want to call me? Go ahead, call me that. I mean, it's like I don't hate Yachty like everybody else does. He really genuinely has a connection, and I think it's really showing more of a the Trick Williams segments are getting elevated with Lil Yachty. If you get the gist of that. Lil Yachty. Oh wait, as far as our business prophecy, we getting rid of the U.S. Open Challenge. We ain't doing that no more. We ain't giving out no more hands out. This ain't a casting call. Trick Williams is the ultimate opportunity. We ain't giving out no jabronis back to hand shots. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the type of party. I loved everything about this. Like, Trick Williams is so fucking good. He is so good. He is, to me, the most overact Obafemi and Trick Williams. Like, Oba and Trick Williams are the most fucking overacts right now in wrestling. Straight up. They are. They are. And all of pro wrestling. They are. I love that it is that we're not gonna do the U.S. Open Challenge anymore. This was funny where they said that we're not giving shots. We're not giving jabronis back their free hand shots. I'm like, okay, I got it. Quite the Rock thing right there, but I liked it. That means that you got a handout, you got a clinic, you got an invitation. That's right. Trick Williams is the opportunity. That means that you got a handout, you got an invitation. Trick Williams is a guy where it feels good to see somebody talking third person. Like Trick Williams says his name a lot of times, like Trick Williams. It works with him. It doesn't work with a guy like Kevin Knight. Let me tell you, Kevin Knight, bro, it doesn't fucking work with you. It doesn't. You don't work talking like in third person. Not everybody does. Trick Williams kills it. You can. You're not good. You should not be talking in fucking third person. You shouldn't be. Please avoid it. Please avoid talking in third person, honestly. I would say you should avoid it. That's just me. That's just me saying avoid talking in third person. I would prefer you not doing that. That's just me again. All hands off deck, man. That's just me. like, Trick Williams knows how to target third person. You don't, Kevin Knight. Whatever. So Trick says, and if you want the United States champion, good looking 6'5", 250 pounds, looking like a tall glass of chocolate milk, rocking these lemon pepper steppers, then you find Trick Williams. Sami Zayn's wearing a gingerbread knock attacks Trick Williams, so you got him behind, just fucking transition and into ground and pound attack. Zayn locks in, Williams to the Zayn mocks, Williams closes out the segment. The crowd is fucking booing him. Even Joe Tessitore is like basically like he's actually this time like upset that Sami did this. He was enjoying this, and he's upset that Sami Zayn actually. I like that. That Joe Tessitore was upset at Sami Zayn. Interesting. I like that. I did. We're moving to a organic heel turn from Sami Zayn, where you don't generally need to turn him heel. He's already a heel. It's fucking great. Kathy Kelly was backstage with Royce Keys, whatever. Royce Keys, sorry, chat. How do you feel about winning the Andre Giant Memorial Battle Last? Royce Keys says the last couple of weeks have been very emotional for him. He followed up the debut winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. But the cool part is that he's just getting started. He takes everything he wants. Solo Sikoa joins the conversation. Solo gives Royce Keys the props ring, and he's like, join the family, basically. No need of Royce Keys to fucking join the MFTs. No. Oh, brother. Miz, now we got a Danhausen and Miz match on the show. Danhausen gets distracted. Sorry. So, Danhausen gets distracted by Kid Wilson retrieving a Slammy Award or whatever. Kid grabs the Slammy Award, and then Danhausen ducks under the clothesline, then Miz is about to get him. Danhausen then gives a running crossbody block. Danhausen kicks Miz in the face. Danhausen gives a flying head scissors takeover. Then Miz then sends Miz to the floor. Danhausen mocks Wilson's flexing Poe. Danhausen does the Thriller walk around the ring. Michael Jackson movie has come on. I fucking want to see that, honestly. I would have really gone to see that over Smackdown. Fuck this shit. Miz attacks Danhausen from behind. Miz repeatedly stomps in Danhausen's chest. Miz poses for the crowd. Miz gives Wilson a fist bump promoting his method. Danhausen sits up like The Undertaker. Miz and Wilson are cursed. Danhausen blinds Miz and Wilson with fake pyro. Danhausen rolls Miz over to pick up the victory, and after the match, Danhausen runs away from the Miz. A meeting on the mines before Danhausen was able to drive in the house in Mobile. Again, he's a really funny comic book relief character. He's a comic book character. Make an animated TV show about him. Rob Feely, please write a fucking comic book on him, dude, if you're listening. Write a comic book on Danhausen, please. I'm not kidding. Write a comic book on Danhausen, man. That'd be great. I would love it. Write a comic book, sell it on WWEshop.com, sell it on comic book stores or a comic book fucking whatever they are. Just write a comic book. I would love this. Do that. That'd be fucking great. But again, this is what it was. This was just... Dude, I don't fucking care about this. I don't want to see Miz and Danhausen in a match. Segments are fine, but the match, not my thing. No. Blake Monroe vignette. The glamour's coming to the Blue brand. You know, if you're moving Blake Monroe, I think it's very much time we move Tiffany Stratton to Monday nights. I think I would very much like to see a fresh feel on Monday night with Tiffany on that show. I think I'm very tired of Tiffany Stratton on Friday nights. I would move her and Becky Lynch. I would move Becky Lynch to SmackDown, and I will move Tiffany to Raw. Do the shake-up or whatever it's called. Do a superstar shake-up or something. Don't do a fucking draft. Do a superstar shake-up. You know they did them. I think we need a superstar shake-up. It shakes up things. You want storylines to go where they want to go. I would want, and I would love to see this. I would love to see a superstar shakeup in WWE. I think we need a superstar shakeup. We do. The ones we got in 2010s. I wouldn't be upset about it. I think it would be fucking great. A superstar shakeup. Move CM Punk to SmackDown. Jacob Fatu to Raw. Move Becky Lynch to SmackDown. I would love that. Move Becky to SmackDown. Move Punk to SmackDown. Move Stratton and Jacob Fatu to Raw. Give us a superstar shakeup, please. I love this. Rhea Ripley comes out. Texas, your mommy is finally champion again. At WrestleMania, won the grandest stage of them all. Jade, she actually proved to me that she could go, but now it's my time to prove that the WWE Women's Champion is a fighting champion. And I know that there's plenty of women at the back that went back to take their chance, and I am down for any sort of challenge. So if someone wants to step on a mommy, now's your shot. JC Jane comes to the ring, Fatal Influence. So now I like this where we have JC Jane already first make a fucking big time debut on the show with Fatal Influence with Lainey Reed and she looks like a fucking porn star to me. I don't know. Lainey Reed and what's her name? Fallon Henley. I loved that. I really liked what she did there. I thought it was fucking great. It was pretty great. It was fucking great. It was a big time. She absolutely was really big, book strong on this show. Dominance. The faction's already feeling fucking. It's feeling a dominant faction. I love to see it. Now I hope I hope JC actually beats Charlotte Flair next week. We can really elevate JC up with that. It would help JC. I honestly think JC should beat Charlotte Flair next week. It would be good for her. I think so. It would help her. So Fatal Influence comes up with JC Jane. JC Jane, Rhea. Look, we get it. You're a star. Hey, shut up. Let me talk. This was a bit over the top, where this was very obvious and I could tell. And I'm looking at the crowd and I'm like, dude, she's getting these aren't real reactions. They're fucking piped in. It felt like she was getting booed into oblivion or something, coming out here and interrupting Rhea. That's what it felt like. She was getting booed into oblivion or something. Whatever, I guess. But again, it was piped in. Moving on. I'm not over that. I mean, it tells you why. I mean, probably she got no fucking reaction. So it tells you the crowd isn't genuinely really... she got a reaction, but not a reaction as big as you think. The crowd is not really that fucking into JC Jane yet. Let the crowd decide what they want. But it felt like, the crowd was fucking booing her out of the building. It felt like she was getting the biggest boo on the biggest fucking heat on the show in this entire year so far. Well, very obvious those chants were fucking piped in. Because as soon as Fallon Henley started talking, those chants fucking slowly started diminishing. So what JC says here is that I know you're excited to see me. Hey, shut up. Let me talk. I've waited long enough to get here. Respect me as I'm saying. When we get, you're the star. You're the champion. I know you're excited to see me. I get it. You know what, Rhea? Listen. I'll be the first one. This is cute, but you know what? This is my time. This made no sense, honestly. You know what, Rhea? Listen. I'll be the first one. This is cute, but you know this is my time. So shut up and listen. Again, she's saying shut up and listen. I'll be the first one to give you credit. You had a big victory at WrestleMania. Congratulations. Are you done yet? Are you done? Because I have all night. I think she's talking to the crowd here. I will wait all night long. I think all these people want to know who they should give credit to. I love it. You idiots, keep it coming. I love it. She was talking to the fucking crowd. Okay, I remember. I get it. And they weren't booing her as loud. I believe in her mind, or at least they knew, or they fucking knew that she was gonna get the crowd's gonna fucking get piped in or whatever. So, I guess that's what she felt. I think you should give Fatal Influence JC Jane and relay her credit for taking on all the precious little legends tonight. Ripley, you actually did see what you guys did. And JC, I have to say, taking on many legends, quite impressive. But let me give you a little lesson. Stop while you're ahead. Validly thanks, but no thanks. But we did to them is nothing about what we're about to do to you. Oh, you can't put the blame for that on us. Fallon Henley, Lady Reed, JC Jane, Influence, baby. Oh, wow. I mean, I thought Jade was cocky. Look, lately I've been pretty used to the number of games being against me. If you asked, if you guys actually open your eyes, you'll realize that it doesn't really matter. If you guys want to fight, then I'm ready for a fight. Take your shot. JC Jane, Rhea. One thing you're going to learn about Fatal Influence, we're always ready to throw hands. They call this. I like the sound of that Fatal Influence. Welcome to Smackdown. You know, I was trying to think of a suitable punishment for what you did earlier tonight, and when I realized she's standing right here, standing right there. So JC, you're gonna step in the ring with Rhea Bloody Ripley in here tonight. So I was like, okay, they're having her beat Rhea Ripley, or I don't know, they have a match with Rhea Ripley. So this faction is making a big dominant for a feel on SmackDown. The women's division seems like they need something like this. I'm into this. Hopefully Triple H and the fucking writing team on SmackDown books them really well. That's what I wish we can get out of this, honestly. Collar and elbow tie up here. Ripley sends JC Jane into first in the mat. Ripley taunts Jane. Jane calls first for the test of strength. Ripley blocks a boot from Jane. Ripley goes up for a body slam, but Jane lands back on her feet. Jane applies a side headlock. Jane with a side headlock takeover. Ripley launches Jane across the ring. Ripley ducks a closer from Jane. Ripley drops Jane. I skipped this match, chat. I did. I'm sorry I did. I could not take this show. I've seen JC Jane already wrestle. I know how good she is. This match didn't need to prove to me how good she was. Ripley blocks over the Connor roll. Jane dodges the big boot. Jane rocks Ripley with a forearm. It was a fucking DQ anyways. So, didn't matter. No. Ripley catches Jane in midair. Jane with a deep arm drag. Ripley launches Jane over the top rope. Ripley knocks Jane off the ring apron with a forearm smash. Jane avoids the wrecking ball drop kick. Ripley denies the dumps Jane face first into the rope apron. I couldn't care about this match, really. It's like great pro wrestling, I guess. There's no great pro wrestling at all in this. I don't think she needed a match, but they made a match. I would have held on off the match. I would have had her then beat up Rhea Ripley, and I would have done the match next week. But no, we gotta get this match tonight. We didn't need the match tonight. That's just me. Rhea gets distracted by Fatal Influence right here. Jane then blasts Rhea Ripley. PK Fatal Influence poses for the crowd. Jane then rolls Ripley back in the ring. Jane soars the elbows, knocked down for 1 count. Jane then puts her knees on Rhea Ripley's neck. Jane slams Ripley on the head of the turnbuckle pad. Ripley stomps on Ripley's chest. Jane then choking Ripley with her boot. Jane continues to put the boots to Ripley. Jane with the running cannonball strike for a 2 count. Jane unloads 2 knife chops. Ripley with the forearm shivers. Short arm reversal by Jane. Jane with the forearm smash. Jane super kicks Ripley for a 2 count. Jane kicks Ripley in the back. Jane then with hammer elbows. Jane applies a, kid you not, I guess here, a rear chin lock. Ripley back Jane in the turnbuckle. Jane drop kicks Ripley with a running neck breaker for a 2 count. Jane argues with the referee. Ripley catches Jane with a low capoeira kick. Ripley applies a wrist lock. Ripley with 2 short arm clotheslines. Ripley ducks a clothesline from Jane. Ripley with a ripcord hook kick. Ripley with a slam dunk. Ripley falls with a running drop kick. Ripley goes for a razor's edge, but Jane lands back on her feet. Jane super kicks Ripley. Ripley sides back in the Jane turnbuckle, into the turnbuckles. Ripley kicks Jane in the gut. Ripley with a knee smash. Jane ducks the clothesline from Ripley. Jane then hits a running pump knee strike for a 2 count. Ripley dodges with a rolling encore. Ripley super kicks Jane. Jane hits a Ripley. Jane has Ripley perched on the top turnbuckle. Jane then hits a step up insecurity. She then denies the superplex. Ripley then pulls Jane's head down. Ripley nails Jane with the cheeky Nando's kick. Ripley then goes for electric chair facebuster, but Jane counters with a victory roll. Ripley goes for the riptide, but finally counters with a chop block with forced disqualification. So they beat the shit out of Rhea backstage. So what else that was left here? So again, big time moment, but I don't think we needed this match. We did not need this match. I would have held the match for next week. We got a video recap of Roman Reigns Jacob Fatu confrontation. We already went over this. We need to go over this again. We see the Usos talking to Jacob Fatu backstage in the area. Jimmy Uso says the NFTs are going to be involved one way or another. Jimmy says that the Usos will have Jacob's back. Jacob says that he doesn't need their help. Yada mean. You know, he says, you know what I mean? Whatever. Jacob walks away. Coming out of the commercial break, Ripley runs into Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss in the trainer's room. Rhea asks Charlotte Flair if she has a problem. Alexa Bliss says, yeah, there's an issue, fatal influence. Charlotte says she's going to go take care of JCJ next week, unlike some people. Alexa says that that's not her, she just acts like that sometimes. We see a Brock Lesnar career video package. Ricky Saints. We see so Ricky Saints and Blake Monroe are the 2 vignettes that are coming to SmackDown. I would have CM Punk come to SmackDown and Becky Lynch too. Really fill up the show and make this show fucking feel good. Now, there's some good news here, chat. I will cover this right here. SmackDown is going back to 2 hours. So maybe we go live. 2 hours is more accessible than a fucking 3-hour show. Let it just keep it at that. Jacob Fatu with the Solo Sikoa. We already went over where it's like I didn't need your help. Simply that's what Jacob Fatu said. I didn't need your help. Or I don't need your help. Collar elbow tie up. Fatu back to Solo on the turnbuckles. Referee calls for a clean break. Solo kicks Fatu in the gut. Solo applies a side headlock. Solo mocks Fatu. Fatu whips Solo across the ring. Solo runs into Fatu. Shoulder block. Shoulder block exchange. Fatu uppercut to Solo. Fatu with a straight right hand. Fatu transition into the corner. Mount with a repeated headbutt. Solo dumps Fatu face first on the turnbuckle pad. Solo tarnish into the corner. Solo takes a smack to Fatu. Solo then uppercuts Fatu with a running forearm smash. Fatu drops Solo with a running headbutt. Jason Ventura trips Fatu from outside. Solo attacks Fatu from behind. Tama Tonga with the flying punch off the steel ring steps. Tangalo rolls Fatu back in the ring. The Usos appear on the stage. Fatu doesn't want the Usos' help. He wants with the inside lariat for a 2 count. Solo mocks the Usos, slams Fatu's head on the ring steel steps. Referee tells Loa to back away. Fatu slams Solo's head on the ring steps. Fatu goes on for a running hip attack. Solo ducks out of the way. Solo puts his knee on Fatu's neck. Loa then drived a cheap shot behind the referee's back. Solo brings Fatu to the corner. Solo with a straight hand, right hand. Solo continues to mock Jey Uso. Solo nails Fatu with a running hip attack. Solo's choking Fatu with the middle rope. Mateo headbutts Fatu behind the referee's back. Solo with another running hip attack. Solo picking Fatu apart. Fatu fires back with a series of haymakers. So Fatu goes for a handspring elbow, back elbow, but Solo counters with a released German suplex for a 2 count headbutt exchange. Solo and Fatu are trading back and forth shots. Fatu tees off on Solo. Solo kicks Fatu in the gut. Solo reverses out of the Irish strip from Fatu. Fatu kicks Solo in the chest. Fatu clothesline Solo. Fatu with a running senton splash. Fatu then with a corner clothesline. Fatu follows with that with repeated headbutts. Fatu delivers the running hip attack. Fatu takes a swipe at Tama Tonga. Fatu avoids the Samoan spike. Fatu super kicks Solo. Mateo shoves Fatu on top turnbuckle. Solo rolls Fatu over a 2 count. Fatu uppercuts Solo. Fatu wipes out MFTs with a suicide dive. Solo kicks Fatu with the face. Solo hits the spinning Solo. Solo with a flying splash for a 2 count. Solo goes for a Samoan spike, but Fatu ducks out of the way. Fatu super kicks Solo. Fatu connects with the pop-up Samoan drop. Fatu plants Solo with a mighty moonsault to pick up the victory. After the match, the MFTs attack him. Yeah, the funny thing on this match is like he's getting his ass whooped or whatever he's about, or he's and he sometimes gets on it, and the Usos stay back. The Usos respect so they have respect for Jacob. You can see that. After the match, the MFTs gang up on him. The Usos try to come to the apron, and then they stay. And then Fatu just absolutely fucking annihilates the MFTs and proves that he doesn't need multiple steel shots in front of the Usos. Fatu wraps the chairs around Tama and Mateo's neck. Fatu delivers 2 running hip attacks. Lands suicide dive. Fatu clears an announce table. Fatu headbutts Loa. Fatu climbs up the timekeeper's barricade. Fatu flying splash to an announce table. Stand up for the Usos as show. Fatu has a stand up for the Usos as the show goes off the air. That's it. But again, as I went over the entire show here, back to the end of the point here, chat, where we're going to be ending here now. Back to what I'm saying again. I loved this right here. This part here where Fatu absolutely fucking annihilated him, showed him, because when Roman came back at SummerSlam, and when he afterwards was being attacked by Solo, so we don't want to get his hands on Solo, he always was outnumbered, and he actually got his fucking ass kicked by Jacob Fatu and the MFTs. On the other hand, Jacob Fatu, he fucking annihilated all the MFTs. Except Tonga Loa. It was just a Tonga. He absolutely destroyed all the MFTs. So, Jacob is already... He can actually beat people without family. Jacob can actually beat people. Can Roman beat Jacob? That's the question. So this will be an interesting match to see when the time comes for Backlash. And when we watch Monday Night Raw live on Twitch. So overall, that'll be it, chat. That's it for the Unscripted Kayfabe. This show does fucking suck because it's 3 hours long and there's a ton of slop here that I chat. Even though I fucking broke this down, this show had nothing really over the top great about it. This show sucks. I'll be blatantly fucking honest with you. This show straight up sucks. It's just a depressive ass fucking awful show. And it needs a lot of help and needs a new fucking writing team who writes this show. That'll be it. This is Unscripted Kayfabe, and I'm out of here, chat. Peace out. This is Unscripted Kayfabe.